Hey, welcome back to EasedEdge. Another video here, quick tutorial on calendars. As everyone hopefully knows by now, this software has a very robust scheduling function, and as a part of your setup, you're going to want to set up your calendars. Who are you going to schedule stuff for, and what's it going to be named? Again, settings, little gear icon up at the right. You're going to go into this little icon here, second from the top, called Calendars. This is where you basically create the different calendars that you're going to utilize. And this is just naming them and assigning them a color. So most companies will schedule fabrication, installs, templates, and sales. And this is where you create those different calendars. So to create a calendar, you just go to the top right, the new button here, and you make the name. So for instance, install team 1, you can put in a description. It's not necessary. This is where you decide what color do you want it to show up as on the calendar, and then you make it active or inactive. Customer fields to show an event. This is very important, and this is probably jumping the gun a little bit because we haven't got into estimates or primary estimates yet. But what this is by selecting any of these boxes here, you're getting details of the job to show up in the calendar event. And those details are pulled from the primary estimate. No pricing is pulled over, but details are pulled over. And typically, your templaters, your installers, you want them to see customer type. You can decide if you want them to see the type of job. You want them to see who the salesperson is so that if there's an issue, they know who to call. These are just the different types of info you can have show up in those calendar events. So you select which ones you want to show up. You can play with it, figure out what's going to work best for you. You select those different fields, and then you hit save. And that creates a new calendar. For instance, on this one right here, I've got install team number 1. I've got a few different fields selected here that show up under that calendar event. The color is green. No description, it's not necessary, although you can choose to put in a description. And there, I've got a calendar. One thing to note when you're creating calendars is you have the ability up here on this little 3-dot menu to create event tags. And I'll give you an example of event tags. We can see here that we've got 3 event tags in this demo version of the software: drop off, material released, and repair reopen. What this is it's a quick way to show visually what a job is if it's not a normal job. I'll hop over to our software that we use for our company and give you an example of some event tags. Let's go to our installation calendars. And we'll hop down, we'll just look at today, Wednesday the 6th. And you can see right here, this particular event here has this event tag, which is this grayish ribbon across the top. Let's hop in here, and you can see right here that that tag that we created is overnight. That means that these guys are going to do this install, and then they're going to spend the night out wherever they're at. So this job is probably 4 to 5 hours away. Another example of an event tag is we've got these yellow tags on these 2 events here. That means that it's just a drop off. So we're not actually installing anything, we're just dropping something off. This is useful for the installers because they can see at a glance on their calendar that perhaps something isn't actually a full install. And it kind of helps with them because, they'll hop on and they'll see 10 events on their calendar. And before they freak out and say, why'd you schedule me so much? They can see by the event tags that it's not a complete or full install. Another way to utilize these event tags, I'll hop into our fabrication calendar. And you can see here, let's go to yesterday. All the green tags means that the job is complete. So we've got an event, we've got the details to the event, but once they complete the fabrication on this job, they'll just hop in here and tag it fabrication complete and update. And then that tag shows you that the job is actually completed. So when I go to my calendar, I get a good idea of where we're at for the day. The gold ribbon here means that the job is polished. It's been run on the CNC. And then if we go to this is today, the pink ribbon here means the job has been cut. but it hasn't been ran on the CNC yet. It's not polished yet. So it's a great way to kind of visually tell people what's going on without without creating this scenario where they have to hop into each job or maybe call somebody, hey, where's this job at? Or what type of job is this, just a repair or what? You can see just by those event tags. So again, when you go to those settings and you create your calendars, you've got that little option up here, the 3-dot menu. You can create some event tags, and basically you'll want to think of the different scenarios of why an event is significantly different from another event and why you would potentially want to tag it so that people can see at a glance what's different about it. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next video.